As a person, God has the power of emotions. All right. He understands grief. He understands love, kindness, empathy, sorrow, and anger. So I love this. It signifies to me that even though God is transcendent, he still has emotions that we can relate to. I love the scripture in Hebrew. So it says we don't have a high priest that cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities. But so we have a God who understands what it's like to feel grief when we're going through. All right. We have a God that understands what it means to be angry, but to be angry in a righteous way. All right. To understand sorrow. God understands all of these things, and he has emotions. Where do we think we get our emotions from? They don't come from nowhere. All right. You cannot give emotions if you do not have emotions. Watch this. You cannot give intellect if you do not have intellect. So all of the qualities that we as human beings have, we receive from God, the being that is God. Everybody understand? So watch what happens when God created Adam from the dust of the ground. He breathed into him the breath of life, and then Adam became a living soul. He became self-aware. He became self-aware of himself and his existence in the same way that God is self-aware of his own existence. Everybody with me so far? In other words, it's a really fancy way of saying to make choices. God is able to make choices. All right. He can do whatever he wills to do, but he does not necessarily will to do everything. God limits his power by the free will of his rational creature. Thoughts?
That he's not going to dictate his will over you.
Okay. All right. Craig, I like that. All right.
I think
BJ.
about, I
Oh,
think
go ahead,
about,
Anita. Go ahead. And then we'll,
I'm
Nikki,
sorry.
we'll come to you next.
I was going to say, I think about Adam and Eve in the garden that he gave them choice.
Okay. I love it. I love it. All right. Nikki, talk to me.
I was going to say that it's because of his love. Love is a choice. And basically, he wants us to love him and choose him instead of dictating whether or not that he will make us.
I love that. So that's what you was doing when you was doing this. I thought you was sending a message to your husband. I was like, look, y'all can do that in your own time. Don't be trying to sneak no messages over Zoom. All right. Good stuff. Alfreda, talk to me.
It's because he wants us involved with him. He don't want to leave us out. He wants us involved with him. That's why he gave us his word so that we would know his will, so we can agree with him.
Very good. Very good. I love the fact that you all seem to be grasping this, in that God is not going to, he's so God that he can allow us to make free will choices, but still get his ultimate will done. So he's like, hey, you can make your own choices, but you ain't going to stop what is going to happen in the end, you know? So again, God is so God. He is the master chess player, as Denzel said in that movie. This is not checkers, it's chess, you know, it's chess, not checkers. So God's ultimate will, as some would say, his perfect will is going to be done, even though in his permissive will, he allows us to make choices in our own free will.